This story is set in the 25th century, though we are currently living in the 21st century. In this future, all the glaciers have melted, and the Earth is entirely covered by water. Sea levels have risen by 50,000 feet, and the surviving humans live in floating colonies on the sea, adapting to this watery environment. There exists a mythological theory about an island at the end of the sea, a piece of land everyone aspires to reach. The story introduces a man named Dastan, who owns a boat. At the beginning, he urinates into a container, puts it into a machine, and gets clean water to drink, as seawater is undrinkable and the price of fresh water is extremely high in this time. Dastan gains a vote, and the owner of the boat tells him that when two nomads meet, they must exchange something from their societies. Dastan says he doesn't want what is being offered, and suddenly, robbers appear. These robbers' sole purpose is to kill people. As soon as Dastan spots them, he notices the fruit they had just stolen from his boat. The robbers warn him that if he tries to escape, he will be caught, as his boat seems in bad condition. However, Dastan's boat is very advanced, and when he presses some buttons, the man who stole his fruit is displayed on a screen connected to Dastan's boat. Dastan's keyboard malfunctions, slowing him down, but the robbers spot his boat and plan to attack him. He manages to escape and reach a settlement. When he arrives, Dastan sees mud, which shocks him because, in this time, soil is as precious as diamonds and jewelry are in today's era. Soil is highly valued, and when Dastan weighs his soil, it turns out to be 3 kilograms, worth 500 grams of Shakti, an advanced currency. The people offer Dastan 62 Sony coins for the soil. Dastan refuses and demands double. They agree, as soil from distant places is very valuable. After the exchange, Dastan is able to buy some food and other supplies for himself. Dastan goes to a shop with his coins and wants to buy water to drink. While there, he notices a tomato plant and wants to buy it. The girl at the shop, named Dev Singh, tells him that if he wants the plant, he will have to give her half of his coins. Dastan, eager to have the plant, agrees and gives her the coins. Dev Singh's shop also has another girl named Avantika. Dev Singh had her own garden, where she grew precious plants like the tomato Dastan desired. Dastan was leaving after buying his plant when some people from the colony approached him, bringing a girl with them. They accused Dastan of having a relationship with the girl, claiming she was pregnant. They told him that if it was true, he could take her and leave the colony. The people called Dastan an outsider because he wasn't originally from their slum, which made him suspicious in their eyes. Their race had become weak, but they considered themselves clean, unlike Dastan. Dastan responded, "You have nothing to offer me," showing his defiance. However, they began to suspect that he might be a robber. They captured him and discovered gills behind his ears. Realizing he was a mutant, they shouted, "He's a mutant," and decided to drown him in the water, planning to use his decomposed body as fertilizer. Just as they were about to do so, the robbers attacked the settlement, and Dastan started drowning. At that moment, Dev Singh appeared and rescued him. She told him, "I saved you, but in return, you must take us with you." Dastan agreed, and the three of them, Dastan, Dev Singh, and Avantika, escaped together. The robbers, meanwhile, destroyed the settlement and took control. The leader of the robbers declared that he wanted a girl with tattoos. It turned out that Avantika's elder brother had told them about her tattoo, which was believed to be the key to finding dry land. In this world, there are 3 types of people: robbers who only seek to kill, ordinary people who live in the colonies, and mutants, like Dastan, who have gills behind their ears and can breathe underwater. Dastan later told Dev Singh that they needed to kill Avantika because they didn't have enough water for all 3 of them to survive. water was extremely scarce because seawater was undrinkable and there was no other source. Dev Singh refused, saying, "She's just a child." Dastan argued that without water, they would all die, and it was better for one to die than for all three to perish. In the end, however, Dastan decided not to kill Avantika. Meanwhile, the leader of the robbers, Chumo, was determined to capture the tattooed girl at any cost. He sent his men after Dastan in a plane. They caught up to him and launched an attack. Dastan went inside to get weapons, while Dev Singh thought Dastan had abandoned them. Determined to fight, Dev Singh joined the battle and managed to attack the plane. She fired a gun that released a wire connected to the boat, wrapping around the plane. The plane started circling the boat, but Dastan finally managed to cut the wire, freeing the plane. However, Dastan's boat was badly damaged, and in frustration, he scolded Dev Singh and Avantika, telling them to stop making decisions without consulting him. Despite the tension, they continued their journey and soon encountered another boat with a man on it. Dev Singh suggested they talk to him, thinking he might have something to eat. Dastan was reluctant but agreed. When they spoke to the man, he revealed he had a very precious item, paper. In this water-filled world, paper was incredibly rare and valuable. The man offered to give them the paper but in return, demanded that Dastan give him Dev Singh. Dastan goes to the man and says, "Dev Singh is yours for half an hour." The man takes Dev Singh to the tavern and tries to violate her, but Dastan suddenly appears and declares, "Our deal is cancelled." The man pulls out a knife and attempts to attack Dastan, but his efforts fail, and Dastan kills him in self-defense. Now aware that both Dev Singh and Avantika are hungry, Dastan goes out to the sea and kills a large fish for them to eat. As they share meals and spend time together, Dastan slowly forms a bond with Dev Singh. He even begins to learn to swim from Avantika. Where once he was reluctant to be around them, he now feels like a part of their group. One day, Dastan notices that the robbers are still searching for them because they want Avantika. They are after the map of Dryland, which is tattooed on her back. Dastan, suspicious of why the robbers continue to follow him despite having no enmity with them, confronts Dev Singh. She explains that the robbers are after Avantika because of the map on her back. Dastan dismisses this as nonsense, claiming that there's no such place as Dryland. However, Dev Singh insists that there is. She recounts how when they found Avantika, she had soil in her basket, soil that was far more beautiful and valuable than anything they had seen. Items like books and the music box, she adds, only come from the land of men because there's nothing like them in the sea world. She urges Dastan to believe in the happy land. Dastan, still unconvinced, ties Dev Singh inside a box and takes her underwater to show her the remnants of an ancient city with towering buildings, now submerged and deserted. Once, people had lived there. He shows this to Dev Singh, making her realize that her mother's hopes of Dryland might have been false. When they return to the surface, they see that the robbers have completely taken over their house. The robbers demand to know where Avantika is. They had seen Avantika earlier, but she managed to stay hidden. Chumo, the leader, orders the robbers to kill both Dastan and Dev Singh if they refuse to cooperate. Just as the robbers are about to execute them, Avantika steps out, but before anything more happens, Dastan submerges both himself and Dev Singh underwater. Unlike Dastan, who is a mutant with gills, Dev Singh cannot breathe underwater. Dastan, realizing this, shares his breath with her, keeping her alive for a long time underwater. When they resurface, they find that the robbers have destroyed Dastan's boat. Despite everything, Dev Singh, touched by Dastan's kindness and humanity, falls in love with him. They grow close. Dastan, now determined to find Dryland, finds the piece of paper that was given to him earlier by the man. On it is a picture of Ireland, filled with trees. He finally realizes that the map on Aventika's stomach is indeed of dryland, as she only draws what she has seen. However, before they can act on this, a man with a flying balloon arrives. It turns out that the robbers were following the trail of smoke left behind by Dastan's burned boat. The man gives Dastan and Dev Singh the balloon, and Dastan resolves to find Avantika and rescue her. Dastan tracks down the large ship where the robbers are holding Avantika. He stands face to face with Chumo and demands, "I want the girl." Chumo replies, "You won't leave here alive." A fierce battle ensues. Dastan, using a nearby tank, causes a massive explosion, killing many of the robbers. He searches frantically for Avantika, but, to his shock, finds her being kissed by someone in the plane. For example, Dastan takes the plane by hanging onto it with a rope and crushes it. The huge ship begins to sink, but before it goes under, Dev Singh arrives with a flying balloon and takes Avantika with him. As the ship starts to go down, a large explosion occurs, killing nearly all the robbers. However, Chumo survives and walks towards Avantika in the alley, leading a gang. Avantika, unable to find her way out, ends up falling into the water. The robbers move towards her, but Dastan jumps down, grabs Avantika, and brings her to the surface. The three robbers chasing Avantika crash into each other, triggering a massive explosion that kills all of them, including Chumo. With this, Avantika's peril comes to an end. The person accompanying them knows how to read the map and eventually leads them to dryland. When they finally reach the happy land, they discover a hut inside, with two skeletons, Avantika's parents. It turns out her parents had been part of a tattoo-making community and had tattooed the map of dryland on Avantika's back before placing her in the basket. They had also put dry soil in the basket, so that anyone who found Avantika would know where dryland was. Her parents did this because Avantika was very young and could not survive on her own, and today their plan finally worked, just as they had hoped. However, Dastan does not feel comfortable in dryland. Being a mutant who belongs to the sea, he wishes to return to the ocean. Though Dev Singh and Avantika do not want him to leave, Dastan knows that his real world is the sea, and he must return. And that's how the movie ends. Friends, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And yes, be sure to hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to receive updates.